What's going on, y'all? Got another video here. Dude, I have been trying to get this video done here now for I don't know how long. And I'm actually going through my get home bag here, just checking everything like I do every 2 or 3 months. But I just had a friend of mine, my neighbor called, and anyway, it's always something. So I'm trying to get this video because I'm going through my bag, checking everything, which I do every normally 2 or 3 months. And just going through my get home bag and making sure everything's good. So I thought it'd be a good time to, show it, me going through the bag, and I haven't done a video in a while because I've been so busy at work. It's been very hot down here in Florida. Humidity's through the roof, getting a lot of rain. So this is my busy season. And we got hurricanes coming up now with August and September. So anyways, but this is like the time of the year that's stressful and just busy, but it is what it is. So, but anyways, going through the bag, got some stuff on the table already because I was doing the video earlier. But basically on the outside, I don't really have to check much. Make sure my military poncho is good, which I keep it tied up here. My reflector is good here. I keep my water bag here that I can attach to the front. Just a small little water bag I can fill up, have it on the front of my bag so I don't have to stop out of my bag while I'm walking. I can drink out of that and I have to go through my bag. All that's good. I do have to fill up my my bunker thumper from Black Scout, I think is what they call this. It's great for self-defense, great for emergencies to break windows, but it's also a capsule, and I keep cash in here, and I just used the cash last week for something, so I had to put some more in there, and I keep a certain amount with different bills in there. So always good to have some extra cash on you, put away. And I got my whistle. And that's basically everything on the outside of the bag. My trauma kit, this is the IFAC kit, the Quick Deployment Pouch by Black Scout Survival. If you haven't seen this, I did a video on this, or you can go to Black Scout and go check it out. But this is my IFAC kit, my IFAC kit, trauma kit. And one of the reasons why I love this kit and love this pouch for the quick deployment part of it, which you just pull that up, and then it's got this red tab here. You pull that up and all the content comes out. But the one thing I really love about it is I can wear this on my belt. It's also, you can attach it to Molly. But for me in a get home situation, bug out, whatever the case may be, this would be going on my person, on my belt. So it'd be coming out of my bag, going on me. And I would have this on me in case I lost my bag. I definitely want to make sure I got my trauma kit on me. So that I don't really have to do much with. Boo-boo kit. Make sure I got plenty of Band-Aids, different medicine, everything in the first aid kit. But the big thing in here is moleskin. I do use the moleskin because I do a lot of walking, so there is times I have to use the moleskin, and I've done before. When my feet get real bad, my shoes are wearing down, the soles are getting bad. So boo-boo kit, just checked out, but everything's good. Protein bars, these are the Fit Crunch protein bars. Always make sure I got plenty of those in there, which during the summertime, the chocolate outside coating melts, so I'll put them in the freezer or fridge every so often to harden them back up, but I'll still eat them. They're still good. This is actually my little tool kit, whatever you want to call it, or accessory kit, but I got my power bank in here. I always make sure it's charged. I got my torch, my lighter in here for my cigars, but I got a torch lighter in here. Make sure that's full with fuel. And then and I got my EDC Black Scout Survival Through Night BSS W1, I think they called it, flashlight, which the reason I have that in there is so it's also a headlamp. It's got the reverse pocket clip on it, so I can attach it to my hat and I can use that as a headlamp. And so it's the EDC extra light plus my headlamp. So anyways, make sure that's charged and all that's good. So everything's good in there. RZ mask, backup filters, the mask itself, all that's good. Do have a nutrient survival NRE in here. I love these things. I think they're great for your bag, your vehicle, whatever, but it's a 24-hour meal deal package, and it's got everything in it you need for 24 hours, from electrolytes, coffee, food, all that stuff, protein mix. Anyways, nutrient survival, NRE's awesome option, and it's another source of food. So in a get home situation for me, that's like a 24-hour period. I will not stop moving for 24 hours. Now, if I had to, take a break, rest, or whatever the case may be, the weather's not good and I can't keep moving and I have to find a shelter, it's always good to have a hot meal. So that's why I put this in here. But I also got the protein bars to eat on the go and to keep moving and not have to stop. But if I did have to, camp out for the night, which my military poncho is part of my shelter kit, or a fine shelter, having this in here, having a hot meal and a good one is always a good option. So that's why I keep those in there. It's a 24-hour meal kit. That's always good. Got my Bone Relentless knife here, is a full tang knife, but this would also be on my person, which reminds me, the other thing I got here is my Safe Life Defense. This always stays with me in my truck with my bag, so I will always have this with me. And in a get home situation, SHTF, civil unrest, EMP, whatever, bug out, this would be on my person. My vest would be on my person, and then this neck knife would be on my person, all underneath the shirt, whatever shirt I was wearing, which most of the time I wear these dry fit shirts. But all that stuff would be on my EDC. So that would be my EDC for a bad situation, and not usually the stuff I would have on. So that would be coming on me, but it's a full tang knife, so I can use it for small wood tasks, if I wanted to make a fire or something. Just good to have a nice, good full tang blade on you. All this should be good. My Mission Darkness phone sleeve. This is also waterproof. So if I wanted to go, if I had to cross some water, cross a river, cross a lake, whatever the case may be, I definitely want to put my phone in here. But this is also a Faraday bag, so I can't be tracked. So if I didn't want to be tracked by my phone, I could put this in there. This is put out by Mission Darkness. This is the new one they came out with. So it's a waterproof, but also Faraday bag. So I got that in there for my phone, and definitely something I want to have with me. And the heavy meal trash bag. This is a heavy meal trash bag. I got this heavy meal trash bag you can use for so many different things, but the main reason I have this in here to go with this is if I did have a cross water, which Survival Dispatches did a video talking about you should always have some type of dry bag or heavy metal trash bag is what he puts in for a cheaper option. But you keep one of these in there, so if you have to cross a river, cross a lake, to cut time, so you're not, instead of going around, you can just, swim over. You can put everything in your bag and put everything in the trash bag, and then tie it up, and then use that as a flotation device. Get all the air out, tie it up, and then use that as a flotation device to get across the water. That way you don't have to swim the whole way, but also waterproof all your gear, so you don't have to worry about that. So having a heavy metal trash bag is a must, and I think everybody should have one of those in whatever bag you got, get home, bug out, whatever it is. This is my navigation kit. Got a map of my area, compass, and a Sharpie, a pencil, and I got pictures here of my family, so in case I got home or I couldn't find them, if they weren't home or whatever the case may be, but I'm trying to find them, depending on how bad the situation is, I want to make sure I have some pictures so I can show them to people and be like, have you seen these people? And this is my family, I'm looking for them. So anyway. What else? I think that's dude wipes. These are good. They're not too old, so those ain't bad. Kind of replace those when they get, they dry out or whatever, when they get expired. Here's my shelter. It's part of my shelter kit, but basic paracord, survival bivy, 4 tent stakes, and I think that's it. I do have some these I forget what they call them, or did I keep? Yeah, I got them in there. These are these paracord cleats. So anyways, it's these cleats here. So if I did want to run my poncho, and have a ridge line, I have these cleats here. So instead of tying knots, I could just use those. Which normally there's a certain way I like to, as far as a trucker's hitch knot, using it as a top line. which Dave Canterbury and them are a big fan of. I do know how to do that, but this is just a quick way to set it up. Use the cleats to tie up the paracord and then run a nice tight top line with the military poncho. And then I could do like an A-frame or, you know, or some type of different lean type shelter. So I did put those in there for that. But my main shelter would be basically taking my survival bivvy and turning it inside out, you know, and that way I can reflect the heat back, you know, on my back off the ground. That's what my back's not getting cold. It's reflecting the heat back up. And then put the military poncho over it, and maybe even heavy metal trash bag I could put underneath the survival bivvy just to get some more protection and cover. Put the military poncho over it, tie the hood up, put the 4 tent stakes, and then slide up under there. And that could be a low-key shelter that, you know, if I didn't want to be seen, but I need to protect myself from the elements in a, you know, bad situation. It's a quick shelter setup that I can put together real quick, get underneath, get some rest, get out, and then I have to worry about people seeing me, hide my bag, you know, cover my bag up and hide my bag, and then have all my EDC stuff on me, get some rest, get up, you know, take everything apart and then put it up. But I do have the paracord in there just in case I want to do a lean type shelter or A-frame. I could do that with the military poncho. But anyways, that's this is my shelter set up, and that's all good there. That's empty here. So water, I always make sure I got a full bottle, smart water bottle. That goes with my life straw. I did change up my water purification type setup because it was lighter. But anyways, I did go with the Life Straw Peak Series. These are new. I just bought these not too long ago. I think actually the last video I did, I talked about these Life Straw Water Peak Series straws that they came out with. I just saw them not too long ago, so I went ahead and picked a couple up. But the reason I love it, you can use it as a, you know, regular life straw if you want to get some water real quick from some type of water source. But you can also screw it on to the bottle now, like the Mini Sawyer, and have that option. So that's why I went this direction, because it was lighter, and then all I need is a plastic bottle with this. So I always keep that. Now, if I left my truck, I always have plenty of water in my truck, in my cooler, with my work truck and my trailer. So before I would leave, I always keep extra room in here so I can put more water in here, especially during the summertime. So I would have that plus extra water bottles and water containers full, plus my water bag full, and that way I have plenty of water, and that's why I keep the extra room in here. Also, I got toilet paper, some extra big lighters and stuff. So before you would leave, one of the most important things you should do if you were going to leave your vehicle in whatever situation it is, and you had to leave your vehicle, go through your vehicle, see what you got in there, keep extra room in your bag, so whatever, you know, supplies you do have that you can use to get point A to point B, and, you know, depending on the situation, make sure you have some room in there. Always keep some extra room in there, and that way you can put more gear and items in there. So for me, it's water that I would add into here, especially with the NRE. I'm definitely gonna need more water so I can use these to cook with. So, and then also water to drink, to stay hydrated. Plus the NRE has the electrolyte packets in there, and the coffee and all that, and the protein shakes. I need water for all that. So definitely need more water than just that one bottle. But if I left my truck, that's what I would have to do. The other thing I have to check is my alcohol stove. I do have a small little container here with some alcohol for burning, and so I make sure that's full and have to check that. And that's another thing I always have to check. Make sure that's all good, because I've had it leak or you know, burn down or evaporate, I guess. I don't know. I've checked it before and it was full, and then I went and checked it again later on and it was almost empty. So I don't know. I just the little container I got, are these supposed to be these lock type rubber containers, but I've had that issue. So anyways, I think it's a must-have item. Everybody should have in their get-home bag, bug-out bag, whatever it is. But in the times that we are living in today, there's no telling what could happen, you know, as far as terrorist attacks or nuclear or whatever the case may be. But this is my respirator / my gas mask from Parcel. If you haven't seen them, go check them out. You can get your discount code through Black Scout, and I think they got a 25% discount code. But anyways, I got the filter in here for chemical warfare. So I do have that filter now in there, and I got my mask here. And this is the bag you can get extra, that comes with it, or you can get it extra and keep that in. But I think everybody should have one of these. It's a must-have item in any bag that you have, just because of the times that we are living in. And you definitely, with the IFAC, the trauma kit, your respirator, and I think everybody should have some type of body armor for self-defense, whatever the case, plates, whatever it is you want to carry. I like Safe Life Defense, and that's good, for self-defense, up to a certain, caliber. But anyways, I think these are must-have items now to have in your vehicle with you at all times. And if something bad did happen, you got to have these. Like, it's just because the threats there's so many threats now. It's ridiculous. So, anyways, don't want to go too deep into that. I've talked about that before. And then down here, I already had it open for the live stream. I just got my survival kits. It's my signaling kit. Another boo-boo kit in there, so I got more band-aids and all that. This is just another survival kit that Jack came out with Black Scout. And it's great because it's a signaling kit, but also a survival kit. So this would be going in one of my cargo pockets of my pants. This would be part of my EDC. I would have this with me. So that would be on my person in a get home situation, SHTF bug out. And the other kit I would have on me in my other cargo pocket would be this running boss kit. And the reason I actually had this in there, I took it out, but I put it back in. But the big key features why I put it back in was because of the sunblock. It does have sunblock in there. And it has the chafing cream in there, petroleum jelly in there, plus all your bandages and all that. But the other one was, if it took longer than 24 hours to get home, it has one of these massive wet wipes that you can use to clean yourself up. So, you start stinking, start getting dirty, definitely want to have some way to keep yourself clean. That way you're not getting sick or getting any germs, and keep your body clean. So that's why I put it back in there. EDC stuff, got my neck gaiter, I use it at work. Got some extra little tie downs in here. I always like to keep those in here. I do have duct tape, I think in my tool pouch too, my little tool kit, which I keep plenty of duct tape in my truck. So I would definitely probably add in a roll of duct tape. I just got my keys in here, but the other thing I keep in here, bug spray. Got a little small container of bug spray in here. This is my Bone Tactical ghost knife. So if I was going into a place where I can't bring my gun, any knife on me and this and that, but I want to make sure I have some type of self-defense tool on me, this is something I would put on my person. I would hide it. It does have the neck knife option, but I would definitely hide this so I could get into it. Make sure I got some type of blade on me, which I have other things on my EDC that I would definitely be sneaking in, but that won't be detected. But I wanted to make sure I had an extra knife. So if I can't bring the Bone Relentless with me, I got the ghost knife I can bring in. And there's no metal in this knife. It's a ceramic blade. If you haven't seen these, like I said, go to Bone Tactical. This is also a great cigar cutter to cut the tips off, cut the ends off. So that's also another thing I use it for. But awesome knife, no metal at all in this whole blade, so you can sneak this in. And there's different ways you could put this on your body, on your person, to get into somewhere. But we'll just leave it at that. And then the bug spray, and I keep an extra mag on my EDC. But here's another extra mag I have, and this would actually be going on my person too. So this would be part of my EDC. So this is something I would take out and put in my person. I would go through my bag, put everything I would need on my EDC, and then have all that with me. So if I did lose my bag, I still have enough gear and supplies, survival kits and stuff, and different options to survive, to get through a situation. So anyways, that is something I would definitely be putting on my EDC. So, that opens up room in my bag so I can add in more stuff and do all that. But anyways, guys, that's basically the run through of me going through my bag, checking everything, which is something you should do every 2 or 3 months. You know, don't make a get home bag, bug out bag, or, you know, some type of kit, and then, you know, put it in your vehicle and just leave it. You know, you should be going through there, checking it. And the other thing is, like, my kits and bags are always changing. You know, it's like my water purification type setup. I went ahead and changed that up. Just a lighter option. I took the Grail out and then put this in, or I had the mini Sawyer in here. Took that out, put that in my other kit, my backpacking type setup. So I have 2 different ways to purify water. I got the Grail, plus it's a container to store water, and I got the mini Sawyer for a longer period of time as far as bug out goes. So, you know, should always be going through your kits, you know, modifying them, changing them, what works best, depending on the situation, depending on what, you know, you have the bag set up for. But, you know, that's what I do all the time. Oh, I also have an extra pin here. This is a tactical. This was actually put out by Black Scout Survival. Probably the best tactical pin that was ever made. Can't get these anymore, but this is like the best right here. Anyways, I keep this. You got some sleeves here in this bag where if you want to use this as a hunting pack, you could put some rounds in there, some rifle rounds in there, and so it has those slots in there. But I actually keep my tactical pin there, so if somebody came up on me and, you know, wanted some stuff and I couldn't get to any of my weapons, you know, and act like I'm going through my bag, I can get this in my hand and then use that. But here, take it, and then have that, and then use that to be able to, as far as self-defense goes and fighting back, and be able to protect myself. So I keep it right there so I can get to it in case I needed to for emergency. So, which is also a good emergency glass breaker. You can use it for that, break glass. So a lot of different options for that. But anyways, I have that there. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and stop the video here because I know it's over 20 minutes. So, but just quick run through what I got, going through, checking everything, make sure everything's good, make sure everything's charged and ready, and there's no telling, you know, when things could pop off. And there's so much stuff that's happened here in the last month or two, and since the last time I did a video. Things are just, it's not good. But anyways, you know, we keep staying positive, we keep praying, but pray for the best, but prepare for the worst. So anyways, guys, God bless, take care. I hope this can help. Like I said, go through your bags, go through your kits, check them, make sure everything's good. That way, if you do have to use them, you know, you don't get screwed by, you know, something being wrong. So anyways, see you on the next one.